Brother, before anything else, you were not born to be ordinary, and deep down you know that. Breathe with me for a moment. Let the world out there keep running. Let the noise of obligations, demands, expectations, all of that can wait. Right now, it's just you and your own truth. And I want to start by telling you something that maybe no one has ever had the courage to say to you directly. You're not living even 10% of what you were born to live. And no, this isn't to belittle you. It's to wake you up. Because there is a man inside you, hidden under years of exhaustion, frustration, overdue bills, sleepless nights, debts, doubts, fears. A man who feels in his chest that fire that never goes out. That voice that even when everything seems to fall apart whispers, I can do more. I deserve more. I will achieve more. And I need you to understand this once and for all. You are not alone. I'm here with you while you work, while you train, while you clean the house, drive, organize your life, or simply try to keep your mind in place. I'm here, right beside you. And this, exactly this, is the moment your life turns around. Because there are two types of men in the world. Those who accept life as it is, and those who decide to shape their own reality. And you, brother, you are the second type. You are the kind who builds, the kind who flips the script, the kind who transforms chaos into a path, pain into strength, and every fall into momentum. You are the kind of man who is born to rise. And now let me remind you of something you may have forgotten. Your financial life is going to change. And not because I am saying it, but because deep inside, you already decided that. You want dollars coming in. You want stability. You want to look at your family and know they will never lack anything again. You want to wake up with a sense of power. You want material assets, achievements, security, freedom. And that's not greed. That's responsibility. It's about becoming the man you always knew you needed to be. Now listen to me carefully. The future you want is calling you. And it only needs one thing, that you keep going. Even tired, even without answers, even when no one believes. Even when life comes at you with everything it's got. Because let me tell you a secret that successful men know but never say. Wealth doesn't come to the smartest. Wealth comes to the most resilient. It comes to the guy who keeps showing up, who keeps trying, who keeps standing back up, who keeps believing, who keeps doing what needs to be done even when no one is watching. That guy is you. And now I want to walk with you through this journey, like a voice in the back of your mind, reminding you, lifting you, pushing you forward, like a sound companion made just for you. So keep listening. Feel the words. Let them in, because this is the moment when the man you are meets the man you are becoming. And I can guarantee you this, that meeting will change everything. Brother, no one knows what you go through. No one fully understands the weight on your but I know you feel the pressure to make things work, the pressure to be the provider, the pillar, the foundation, the responsible one, the man of the house. And I know that gets exhausting. Sometimes you stare at the ceiling at night and think, will I ever make it? Will I ever breathe without worry? Will money ever overflow instead of disappear? Will I ever become the man I promised myself I would be? Let me answer you with absolute clarity. Yes, you will. And that day is closer than you think. But first you need to accept a simple truth. The man you need to become is not born ready. He is born from the effort no one sees. He is born when you get out of bed on the day you wanted to give up. He is born when you work He is born when you take a deep breath and move forward even without strength. He is born when you look at life and say, bring it on. And that is what you are doing right now. That is what sets you apart from most. Because the world is full of men who dream, but empty of men who do. You do? Even without encouragement, even without support, even without immediate results. And that, brother, that is already wealth. That is already greatness. That is already strength. Now let me show you something else. You are not just surviving. You are transforming. And this transformation doesn't happen with noise. It doesn't happen with applause. It happens in the dark. It happens in the hours when no one is looking. It happens on the days when you think nothing has changed. But it has. Because with every choice you make, every effort, every step, you are getting closer to a version of yourself that is wealthy, stable, powerful. And I want you to visualize that. You with money in dollars coming in every month. You with investments growing. You with assets, property, cars, a comfortable home, a stable life. You taking care of your family the way you've always wanted. You breathing with relief. You living with freedom. This is not fantasy. This is the map of your future. And every action you take right now is building that path. The question is, are you willing to keep walking? I know you are, because you're here. And men who make it this far, men who can listen to real words, men who confront themselves, those men win. Now I need to tell you one of the biggest truths that exists. You will never become rich while thinking like someone who was born to survive. You become rich when you start thinking like someone who was born to dominate. Wealth is mindset. Wealth is discipline. Wealth is vision. Wealth is resilience. And you already have all of that. It may not look like it because your situation is tough. It may not look like it because your bank balance doesn't add up. It may not look like it because life has hurt you too many times. But you're still here. And a man who keeps going, even wounded, is a dangerous man. He's a man who will one day look back and think, I won. Brother, pay attention. Your financial life is going to change. That is your decision. You will make money. You will build wealth. You will organize your life. You will earn in dollars. You will accumulate assets. You will give comfort to the people you love. You will live in stability and abundance. And it's not because the universe wants it. It's because you want it. It's because you decided. It's because you woke up to reality. And reality is simple. Men who work on their mindset become unbeatable. Unbeatable men become rich. You're entering that group now. You will hear many people say it's hard. And it is. But hard does not mean impossible. Hard means it's worth it. And you are willing to face the hard things. You've already survived the impossible before, and you're still here to tell the story. Now you just have to keep going, keep building, keep learning, keep growing, keep taking risks, keep trying, keep getting back up. One day, you will wake up and realize everything changed. Life got lighter. The money arrived. Stability arrived. Abundance arrived. And all because you didn't give up. From here on, take a deep breath. Feel every word enter you. Because what you're hearing now is not just a text. It's a daily reminder of who you are becoming. There is a moment that comes for every man with a big destiny. And that moment is not when everything goes right. It's not when the money comes in. It's not when your body is strong. It's not when your mind is calm. The most important moment in a man's life is when everything seems to be falling apart, when life tests you, when pressure comes from every side, when opportunities slip away, when plans fail, when the money disappears, when doors close, when you feel like you're doing everything and nothing is happening. This moment, this exact moment, separates the men who reach wealth from the men who spend their whole lives chasing it. Because it's here, exactly here, that most people quit. But you are not most people, and you know that. The truth is simple and brutal. Life tests you before it blesses you. And it's not to punish you, It's to prepare you. No man can carry wealth if he doesn't first carry maturity. No one holds dollars if they haven't learned to hold their own mind. No one builds wealth with a scarcity mindset. No one lives financial freedom with the habits of someone still living in chains. You are being shaped, refined, prepared, sharpened. And the difficulties you face right now are not signs that you won't win. They are signs that you are close to the next level, because that's exactly how it works for great men. First comes the test, then comes the reward. First comes the pain, then comes the power. First comes the silence, then comes the recognition. First comes the struggle, then come the dollars, then comes the house you want, then comes the car you dream of, then comes the stable life you want for your family. That's the order. That's the process. And you're in it right now. Don't step back. Don't stop. Don't look behind you. You are on the path. Do you know the brutal truth? No one says. The world belongs to the men who stay standing when everything collapses. And you've stayed standing many times. More than you realize. You've faced situations that would have broken another man. You've survived pains that few people know. You've carried responsibilities no one ever acknowledged. You've been strong on the outside when you were breaking on the inside. And even so, look where you are. Alive, standing, alert, wanting more, reaching for more, evolving. Brother, that is not ordinary. That is greatness. And greatness is not for everyone. It's for men who understand that the world is harsh, but their mind is even harsher. Now pay attention. The man who dominates chaos dominates his own life. And when you dominate your own life, wealth comes as a consequence. This is not motivational talk. It's reality. The discipline you build today becomes wealth tomorrow. The habits you build today become dollars tomorrow. The focus you maintain today becomes freedom tomorrow. The resilience you show today becomes abundance tomorrow. You are building the kind of masculinity wealthy men have. Silent, strong, untouchable, determined, cold when it needs to be cold, warm when it needs to protect those it loves, rational when life requires strategy, emotionally steady when pressure rises. This is the man you are becoming. Now I want you to do something with me. For a few seconds, imagine your life a few years. Don't be afraid to imagine big. Small men fear dream. Great men visualize. So see this clearly. You wake up in a house you earned. A house that smells like victory. Light coming through the windows. The silence of peace. Not the silence of emptiness. In your account, dollars enough for you to feel secure. Not temporary wealth, but stable wealth. Constant. Repeated. Predictable. The kind of wealth that lets you wake up relaxed. You walk through your home and realize that everything there has your mark. Every object tells a story of your journey. Every material achievement represents a sacrifice that was worth it. You're not running after bills anymore. Bills no longer control you. You control your life. And the best part, you look at your family or at the people you love, and you know they're protected because you won. And then, calmly and proudly, you think, I made this happen. Brother, this is real. This is possible. This is within your reach. The question isn't, will it happen? The question is, will you keep going until it happens? And I know you will, because you're listening to this. Because you haven't abandoned your own future. Because you still believe in something greater. And men who still believe, men who still have fire in their chest, those men will. Let me show you something no one explains. Pain is a portal that separates the life you have today from the life you want. And crossing that portal hurts. It exhausts you. It weighs on you. It wears you down. But do you know what's on the other side? Relief, abundance, wealth, freedom, peace, pride, achievement, strength, power. There is an entire life waiting for you to cross. The thing is, this portal is narrow. and only the men who persist can pass through it. The others stay where they are. But you won't stay, because you're already crossing. And every day that you endure one more step, one more challenge, one more fall, you are one step closer to the life you deserve. Brother, listen closely. The money you want isn't far. It's under construction. It doesn't matter if things are hard right now. Jobs that don't pay off, projects that don't close, days that feel useless, attempts that fail. None of that is loss. All of it is brick. You are building the structure, and when it's finished, you will live a financial level that today feels but impossible, only exists until someone achieves. And you are that someone. You were born to provide. You were born to multiply. You were born to strategize. You were born to create something bigger than yourself. And you will. Because you no longer think like someone who is surviving. You think like someone who is building. And that is why money will come. It will enter. It will flow. It will multiply. Your financial life will change forever. And you will look back and understand. Every struggle was worth it. Every difficult night was necessary. Every fall built strength. Every no pushed you toward the right yes. You know what's funny? Today, no one sees what you do. No one sees your effort. No one sees your pain. No one sees your dedication.
No one sees your sleepless nights. No one sees your attempts. No one sees your plans. No one sees your fight. But one day, everyone will see your achievements. And then they will say, "It was luck. He was born talented. He had help." But you will know. You will know exactly the price you paid. You will know about the battles no one ever knew. You will know about the war you fought alone. You will know about the silence you had to swallow. You will know how much it hurt to get there. And it will be worth it, because the man who wins alone wins forever. Brother, I want you to listen with your soul now.
Not just your ears. Because this part, this stage of our walk together, is for the kind of man who truly decided to transform his life. It's for the kind of man who knows he can no longer accept crumbs when he was born to build empires. It's for the kind of man who wakes up every day feeling the weight of the world on his shoulders, yet moves forward as if he were created to carry that exact weight. And you know what? You were created to endure, to hold, to withstand, to grow. You were created to multiply everything you touch: money, opportunities, respect, strength, impact. And that's why, brother, I tell you with absolute certainty, life hasn't shown you even 1% of what it will give you. The journey is long, I know. There are days that feel unfit, days that leave you exhausted, days when you look at the sky and ask, why me? Why does everything have to be so hard for me? But let me tell you something that will change the way you see all of this. It's not against you. It's for you. It's preparing you for a level few men ever reach. Because ordinary men live ordinary lives. Men who have the courage to face chaos live extraordinary ones. And have you noticed that everything that's yours requires a fight? Nothing ever came easily to you. Nothing ever fell from the sky. Nothing ever arrived ready. It was always sweat, pain, effort, tears, patience, trial, error, persistence. But that's not bad luck. That's forging. That's training. That's construction. The universe, God, life, call it whatever you want, is shaping you for something far too big to be given to a weak man. And that's why you're still here. Because you are not weak. You are rare. You are the kind of man who doesn't quit, even when the body begs for rest and the mind begs for silence. You are the kind of man who looks at his own dreams and says, I will not die owing myself. Brother, that kind of man always wins.
It may take time, it may be hard, it may hurt, but he always wins. Because he doesn't retreat. He doesn't accept a mediocre destiny. He doesn't allow fear to decide for him. He doesn't let anyone's opinion define the size of his plans. And let me remind you of something you may have forgotten along the way. You were not born to be a spectator of your own life. You were born to be the protagonist. Men who only watch never build anything. Men who take action, who fail, who try, who break their own face, who get back up. Those are the ones who accumulate dollars, assets, power, freedom. And your wealth is coming.
Brother, I repeat, it is coming. You may not see the signs yet, but it's getting closer with every decision you make, every habit you improve, every temptation you overcome, every discipline you choose to build. Wealth is not an event. Wealth is a consequence, and you are planting exactly the kind of seed rich men plant.
Silent sacrifice. And now, I want you to imagine something with me. Not as fantasy, not as a distant dream, but as a real visualization of what awaits you if you continue walking. Imagine yourself walking into the bank, but this time, walking in calmly, without hesitation, without fear of checking your statement, without that cold feeling in your stomach. Imagine your account full. Imagine dollars left over. Imagine paying everything with ease, with enough left to invest, enough left to travel, enough left to buy what you want, not out of impulse, but out of merit. Imagine giving your family a life no one ever gave you. Imagine having time to rest, time to enjoy, time to live. Because wealth, brother, is not about luxury. It's about lightness. It's about freedom. It's about not being a slave to debt, bills, salary, bosses, or fear. It's about breathing. It's about waking up and knowing you have options. It's about looking at your life and seeing that it is finally in your hands. And that is coming for you. But you need to continue. Because on the path to wealth, there is a lock, and it appears to every man who is about to break his own limits. It's as if life asks, are you sure? Do you really want this life? Are you willing to pay the price? And that price is never money. That price is discipline. It's emotional control. It's patience. It's focus. It's saying no to small things so you can say yes to huge ones. It's getting out of autopilot and taking the wheel. Brother, you are already paying that price. You think you're not evolving, but you are. You think you're stuck, but you're not. You think you haven't changed, but you have. Because men who continue change. Men who do not quit grow. Men who endure get rich. And you have something rare. You have fire in your chest. You have ambition. And ambition is not a sin. Ambition is fuel. The world needs men who dream big, not men who shrink. The world needs men who create wealth, not men who merely survive. The world needs men who build the future, not men who fear tomorrow. And let me tell you a brutal but necessary truth. No one is coming to save you. No one will do it for you. No one will carry your pain. No one will deposit money into your account out of pity. No one will solve what is yours to solve. And that is exactly what makes you powerful. Because when you understand that it depends on you, you become unstoppable. Have you noticed that the most dangerous men in the world are the ones who take full responsibility for their own lives? Those are the men who flip the table. Those are the men who prosper. Those are the men who accumulate dominance, wealth, strength, and respect. And you are becoming one of them. Now, brother, I want you to feel this part deep. You still haven't seen your peak. You still haven't reached your best. You still haven't discovered your full power. You still haven't met the millionaire version of yourself. But he exists. And he is waiting for you on the other side of persistence. The man you will be a few years from now. will be deeply grateful for the man you are being today. Today, you struggle. Tomorrow, you harvest. Today, you insist. Tomorrow, you conquer. Today, you endure. Tomorrow, you enjoy. It's always like that for every great man. And you are one of them, even if you don't know it yet. So listen, keep going, keep trying, keep getting up, keep believing, keep building, keep disciplined, keep responsible, keep hungry, keep ambitious, because the world does not belong to the most handsome, nor the smartest, nor the luckiest. The world belongs to the most persistent. The world belongs to the men who continue when everyone else stops. The world belongs to the men who don't lower their head when life gets heavy. The world belongs to the men who have enough courage to fight for what is theirs. And you are exactly that man. Now take a deep breath, feel it, hold this in your heart. You were not born to survive. You were born to thrive. You were born to multiply. You were born to build wealth. You were born to lead. You were born to win. And life, brother, life will reward you. Not today, not tomorrow. And in the moment you're finally ready, when that moment comes, you'll understand that everything, absolutely everything, was worth it. And I'll be here with you until then. Whenever you need, whenever the world gets heavy, whenever your mind slips, whenever your faith shakes. Because men like you don't walk alone. They march with purpose. And you're still going to surprise a lot of people, including yourself. Let me tell you something maybe no one has ever said with this level of clarity. You are not late. You are maturing. Success hasn't arrived yet, not because you're slow, incapable, or unlucky, but because you're becoming the kind of man who can hold on to what he wants to achieve. Because wealth without preparation becomes ruin. Freedom without discipline becomes a prison. Prosperity without mindset becomes waste. And you are not a man who wastes. You are a man who builds. And everything you've gone through until now, absolutely everything, is shaping the man who will sustain the life you... Life hasn't delayed you. Life is aligning you. And now, I want you to imagine that there is a version of you in the future, watching everything you're doing now. That man is you, but stronger, richer, wiser, more disciplined, more powerful. That version looks at you and says, keep going. Don't stop now. You're very close. And you are. Much closer than you think. Every time your life feels like it's falling apart, it's not a sign of failure. It's a sign of transformation. A sign of expansion. A sign that you're getting close to a level you've never experienced. It's like pulling a rubber band. To go farther, you must be stretched first. It's uncomfortable, it's painful, it's exhausting, but it's necessary, and that is exactly what's happening to you. If you knew the size of what's coming, you wouldn't doubt anything. No fear, no hesitation, no uncertainty. You'd wake up every day with hunger, with fire, with determination. And maybe you don't see the size of the blessing, but I do. Because I see the strength you have. I see the persistence you carry. I see the resilience you endure. I see your desire to win. And men like that, men like you, are always rewarded with prosperity. And let me remind you of something else. Wealth doesn't start on the outside. Wealth begins in silence, deep inside, where no one sees. Wealth begins in how you think, not what you have. Wealth begins in your posture toward life, not the number in your bank account. And you're thinking like a wealthy man. You're acting like a wealthy man. You're reacting like a wealthy man. You are making the decisions wealthy men make. Focus, discipline, sacrifice, consistency, vision, intention, responsibility. And because of that, brother, it's only a matter of time. The money will come, the dollars will flow, opportunities will appear, paths will open, recognition will arrive.
Life will change because you are becoming impossible to ignore. And men who are impossible to ignore always get what they want. Now pay attention. This can change your entire journey. You don't need motivation every day. You need direction. Motivation shifts, direction remains. And your direction is clear. Wealth, strength, freedom, stability, purpose, impact, legacy. These words are already part of your DNA. You are no longer the same man you were yesterday. You are no longer the man who lived putting out financial fires. You are no longer the man who was afraid to dream big. You are no longer the man who accepted whatever was given. Now you choose. Now you decide. Now you control. Now you lead. And do you want to know something interesting? Life respects men who respect themselves. Life obeys men who stand firm. Life favors men who take responsibility. Life rewards men who do not run from the fight. And you are stepping forward. You are facing it. You are fighting. You are growing. Do you know what that means? It means life has already decided to bless you. It's just finishing preparing you. Brother, there are things to even believe. People who will open doors. Opportunities that will redirect your path. Projects that will multiply your income. Unexpected situations that will elevate you. Money that will come when you least expect it. An entire future waiting for you to cross the line of persistence. And when you get there, and you will get there, you will look back and realize everything had purpose. Every fall taught you. Every pain strengthened you. Every failure redirected you. Every loss repositioned you. Every hard night shaped you. Every doubt prepared you. Every tear refined you. And you became exactly the man you needed to be. Not a perfect man, but a prepared man. A complete man. A stable man. A strong man. A prosperous man. A man who looks at life without fear. A man who built his own name. A man who honors his own story. Brother, breathe again. Feel this truth in your chest. You will prosper. You will get rich. You will win. You will conquer everything that's yours. You will live what you always imagined. You will overcome everything you once thought you couldn't handle. And not because the world wants it, but because you decided. And when a man decides, there is no force strong enough to stop him. Now, stay firm. Stay confident. Stay disciplined. Stay visionary. Stay faithful. Stay hungry. Stay courageous. Stay focused. The world is yours, brother. Go take what is yours by right. And remember, whenever the world gets heavy, whenever life tightens, whenever you doubt, come back here. I walk with you. I speak with you. I lift you. You will never walk alone again. Because men like you are rare. And rare men never get left behind. You were born to win, brother. Now go and win.